For the last couple of months, I have been on a bulk. This is where you eat slightly more than what you're meant to in order to gain a bit of fat, but mostly muscle. However, I have gotten a bit chubby recently, just a bit, and it is time to get absolutely shredded. But no matter what you're trying to do, if your goal is to lose weight and build muscle or maintain your weight or just eat less, whatever, I have discovered exactly what you need to do. And it is called volume eating. Volume eating is where the food itself weighs a lot of grams. For example, a meal you have might be 650 grams. However, the calories is less than that. That is what I consider volume eating. And in this video, I'll be showing you 3 different meals that you can do that follow this principle of volume eating that will help you build muscle, lose weight, or just stay lean, focusing on high protein and low calorie. The recipes for each of these meals will be at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, let's get started. So here's meal number 1, guys, and I'm sure you guys knew this was coming. The classical salad. Look how big and voluminous this plate looks. This is very, very, very big. If you had this in the equivalent of some spaghetti, I'm sure this would be 1,000 calories. But guess what? This thing, weighing 650 grams, only contains 386 calories. Isn't that crazy? And even more importantly, it contains 38 grams of protein. Salad is truly a hack when it comes to volume eating because it is so easy to do. All you gotta do is chop up a couple veggies, add in some protein, and you're done. You don't have to cook anything. This literally took me 4 minutes to make. And also, guys, make sure with your salads, don't make them boring. Add seasoning. Seasoning is crucial. As you see here, I add some seasoning. I add the tuna for the protein to make it interesting. Just veggies is so boring. Don't put coleslaw or that type of sauce because sauces can usually end up being more than actual salad in calories, which is true. So just be smart about that. But this is just to show that a plate this big can be less than 400 calories and still be high in protein, helping you to cut and helping you build muscle for that beach body. Let's move on to number 2, which is probably my favorites. Meal number 2, guys, for volume eating hacks, and it is my favorite. Just some yogurt. Oh my days, this thing is actually so good. But now let's look at the benefits of this delicious thing. So that bowl that you saw only has 355 calories, with 27 grams being protein, and I'm pretty sure 40 grams being carbs. So pretty healthy. The dark chocolate with the cinnamon, the honey with the berries, and it's the yogurt. It just tastes so good. And the crunchiness of the frozen berries too. Oh my god. I'm gonna go eat this right now for breakfast, along with probably some eggs, because this is not gonna be enough for me. But that is all. I really do suggest you make this. No need to record me making the yogurt bowl. I'm sure you guys know how to do it yourselves. So let's move on to meal number 3. And this one is more of an actual filling meal that you could say that's actually hot rather than cold like the yogurt and the salad. Okay, so for the third and final volume eating meal that you guys can implement in your own lives is one that is hot finally. And just look at this massive ass plate here. Again, crazy volume. And guess what, guys? Really low in calories. This thing here has about only 460 calories, which is less than how much this actually weighs, with 46 grams of protein, 17 grams of carbs, and 25 grams of fat. It is an amazing meal full of not just good macronutrients helping you to stay lean and build muscle, but micronutrients too. The pumpkin is super high in vitamin A. We got some greens uh, with the zucchini. It is super easy and simple to make. You really just have no excuse when it comes to losing weight and building muscle. It really is this easy.
Both the tuna salad and the yogurt is relatively easy to make. However, this I want to show you guys how to make it in case you guys are interested. Basically, all you need is zucchini, pumpkin, and mince. Don't worry, I'll show you the exact ingredients and how much grams at the end of this video, along with the other recipes. But yeah, pop in your mince first with the olive oil. Take off the plastic and give it a nice mix. Put in your pumpkin when the mince is mostly cooked. And then put in the zucchini. You know how it is. Just give it a mix. Now it's time for the seasoning: pink salt, basil leaves, cayenne pepper, paprika, cumin, and oregano. Pop all that in. You can, make it to your own accord. And that is basically it, guys. It's so easy to make.
So those are the 3 recipes that I have made. And here you have the 3 recipes that if you guys are inspired to try it yourselves. I don't know about you. Hopefully I haven't yapped too much. Hopefully you haven't gotten bored. But for me, I find it really interesting knowing how you can make a meal as appetizing as possible, both in the taste and the quantity. For example, a big bowl of pasta, but actually be super nutritious and something that you can eat every day. A couple of tips and tricks if you guys want to make your own variations. Let's say for anything again like the salad, a hot meal, or like the yogurt bowl. The trick is use one low calorie ingredient as the base. For example, the yogurt or the lettuce. Add veggies and fruits because most veggies and fruits are really low in calorie. And then the final tip is add some type of spice or seasoning. If you focus on the main ingredients and making them as low calorie as possible, in the yogurt, it's the blueberries and the yogurt. Obviously, in the salad, it's just the veggies. And in the hot meal, it's just the veggies again. And then you add the spices such as the cumin, the paprika, and the hot meal, the cinnamon, and the yogurts, and the olive oil. Just a bit of olive oil because it is high in calorie in the salad. It can enhance a meal's flavor. Don't underestimate the power of these spices and don't underestimate the power of volume eating. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you all for the next one. If you have enjoyed, please hit that subscribe button for the support.